I'm Sam, and this is Amazing Travels.
London, 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 perhaps one of the greatest cities of all time. In fact, erase perhaps, it definitely is. You can step out of any tube station and all of a sudden there's just stuff. Pubs, restaurants, places that are historical, just gardens, things to do, and it is bloody brilliant. What's super awesome is that I got to spend the week with my brother and kind of discovering the city together because he hadn't been there in a long time. Got to walk the river, see all the main sights again, just because you kind of want to see it. But the best part, we got so lucky with the weather. I mean, we only got rain for one day, 1 out of 7. In London, I think that is unheard of. All of you Londoners out there, or really Brits, please tell the people how freaking lucky that is. And I kid you not, 2 of those days were pure sun. I know. It was spectacular. A perfect week to spend in London. And you can check it all out here in the week in review.
Stayed in the Shoreditch neighborhood of London, which was great because there's a Dishoom there, which is where we ate lunch. The best Indian food you will ever eat. That's why there's always a line. But luckily, we didn't have to wait in one for lunch. So we hit the town on foot after that. This is Leadenhall Market, which is absolutely spectacular. It opened in the 1400s. After that, we strolled to St. Dunstan's Church, which was destroyed in the war, and the city decided to turn it into a beautiful garden where people relax. The Shard is cool and all, but I want to join the kegger on that boat. Sadly, no one around to invite me on, but I did have a view of the Tower Bridge. And there's the mightily unimpressive London Bridge. Here's an inscription for proof. We're dangling by the river. We wish we had beer, but at least we have good company. And sunshine in London, which is amazing. The day was so clear, it was perfect to hit up Horizon 22, which just opened as Europe's tallest free viewing platform. You go up 58 floors and you have this 360-degree view of the city, which is beautiful. You can see a lot of the city's main sites and really just get an idea for how large the city really is. What did we just get tickets to?
Hamilton.
And the Book of Mormon. 2 days of theater back to back.
Impulse
buys, but we were here, so fuck it. That's where we bought our last minute tickets, and you can too. Here we are enjoying a coffee in France. No, just kidding. Wait, are we in
UK?
In the UK? Wait, are we in
China?
China?
No.
Or is it Greece? Wait, Greece. I'm just so confused.
It's London.
That cafes in the West End seems to be very diverse. There's also a bunch of really cool looking pubs around. Now made it to Trafalgar Square, one of London's most iconic landmarks, home to the National Gallery. Next day, we hit up Barbican Cafe for breakfast. And their English breakfast is the most beautiful I've ever seen. Cheers with the tea.
Cheers, mate.
After that, quite possibly the most scenic place in London, Little Venice. Broski, we're in Little Venice.
Yeah, but not.
We're about to be in Little Venice. Sorry, we're walking down the steps. My brother likes to be very precise sometimes. Anyway, walking down is just so beautiful. I wanted to get to that island. We need a boat.
Oh, you could swim.
We could swim, but it's a little chilly for that. Some boats are open to the public, like this one that's a cafe. And if you keep walking, you make it to Central Paddington, which has a lot of cafes, bars, and restaurants. Now it's time for dinner at this Italian place in Shoreditch, where, oh my God. Is it ours? I hope so. Not just because it was delicious, but because we were starving and everything we ate was so delicious. I mean, course after course, and we couldn't stop at dessert. Had to have crunchy tiramisu before watching Hamilton here at the Victoria Theatre. I really can't say it enough times of how fantastic this show was, and our seats were great. When you try to sneak your brother into the hotel room because you're supposed to get a suite and you end up having to sleep horizontally on a bed. I'm the middle sleeper. It's a sandwich.
Really, he's the head, I'm the end.
Right, it's a sandwich.
Sandwich. I'm like super.
Oh, you got it. Living like teenagers, but at least we could change the mood lighting. Cool. We knew our luck would run out.
Yeah.
We have finally hit typical London weather, which is this. What I was trying to say was cold and rainy, but that did not stop us from visiting the Tower of London. This is probably most famous for the crown jewels, but it also has a lot more history, which we learned on our free tour of the grounds from him, a true beefeater who protects the crown jewels, which are kept on site in this building and are guarded by very heavy vault metal doors, which are probably impenetrable. After seeing the crown jewels, which you're not allowed to record, they look fake because you can't possibly believe that a diamond is the size of an egg or bigger, like an omelet.
It just all looks fake.
It's crazy. It just looks like from Party City, but you know, like, oh, this shit is for real though. I guess. Maybe. Prove it. This is the building that started it all. The White Tower, built in the 1080s and still standing. Extremely impressive. I love walking the battlements and kind of feeling like a soldier. Next up, another meal, because we were about to go watch another show. This time we hit up a Turkish restaurant that was literally so fire, I didn't want to leave. I almost cried of how good it was, really. I'm in love
With the food.
Tonight's cultural delight at the Prince of Wales Theatre, the Book of Mormon. More amazing seats and another fantastic show. Out for dinner with the fam? Without planning it, our cousins were in London too, so we're like, yeah, dinner and drinks? Absolutely. Beer! Just beer. Drink it! Cheers to a night out in Shoreditch with the family, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, Steven, you're so tall right now.
I know.
The secret, that's that. Inception.
My whole row of photos of Sam taking videos.
I want a series of that. Our walking tour continues with Big Ben and the Palace of Westminster, and of course the infamous Buckingham Palace. Charles, you there?
The influencer husband's life is not easy.
Right.
Why? If we share a meal, I want to eat it as soon as it gets to the table, but I can't because guess what? Can't ruin the composition.
That's right, you can't ruin it. Yeah.
It's the worst. It's a little worse. It happened to me the other day.
Shut up, Turkish restaurant. Have you ever had a Scotch egg, an egg wrapped in sausage and then deep fried? First time. How bad do you want the Scotch egg?
I want the Scotch egg.
He wants a Scotch egg.
There's nothing I want more
Just
right now.
eat it.
Thank you.
As he was describing before, he was waiting for me to film it, but don't feel bad. We ate a burger before this. On my last day, I went to go explore Westminster Abbey. I think the inside is worth a look. You get to see the coronation chair, which has been used since 1308, and the high altar, which is used for coronations as well. It is so intricate in there, and the detail is spectacular. Stained glass windows. One of my favorite things was the garden and some fresh air. And we ended our London trip with the best chicken wings I've ever eaten.